One of the interesting things about the evolution of humanity is that there are so many things that coalesce to help us reach the point where we're going to be in this new age, in this new era. And all of the tiny pieces, they're complex and they seem to be scattered all over the globe and all over history, but they're there purposefully, and they really do make sense when you look at them in hindsight. And one of those pieces in the puzzle of where we're going was the advent of modern psychology. And when we began to understand Freudian psychology and looking at the patterns that were developed in our childhood and the consequence that it had on our long-term ability to be happy adults, we started to recognize that this concept of cause and effect, that it had some validity. So we started to explore for the last 50 years this possibility of the connection between our childhoods and our adult behavior and our adult limitations. And we were able to recognize that when we can see the thread of where something began that might be pressuring our points of discomfort today, if we get back down to the core of that thread, we have the possibility of unearthing the connection and changing our trajectory so that we can restore happiness in that area in our lives. Okay. Now, everything new can go amok. And one thing that's going a little bit amok with that is that we are spending a lot of effing time looking at why we're unhappy. A lot of effing time. Okay? So you're unhappy. Yes, it's good to know the root cause, but do you really want to simmer in the root cause for another 20 years? Didn't you just give up 50 years to the root cause? Right? You gave up 50, so take the next 50 for you. Change is possible. Yes, you want to know the root. You want to understand the cause for some of where you got derailed, because it's essential that you let go of the idea that you are innately flawed. No one is innately flawed, and you certainly are not innately flawed. Understanding the value of where you got derailed in your life will help you to be able to say, I am whole, I am worthy, I can be happy, I can restore what is innately inside of me, the ability to have a harmonious life, an ability to have the things in my life that it is that I want. But if you spend decades now pulling apart every little tiny thing that ever happened when you were a kid to see how it's affecting you today, what becomes a habit is that you will never think that that will be finished. And every time you have an uncomfortable feeling, you'll be running around trying to see who wronged you to make you unhappy about that one thing, or find out why you have that one negative thought. At some point, you have to say, I get it. I get it. And I choose happiness. I choose to apply that which it is I have discovered, because I'm not going to spend any more time giving up my life to the people that have harmed me.